Hello again and welcome to Cards TV. I'm Sean Moth. Great to see you again. We are joined by Associate Head Coach Dale Cowper with the University of Louisville track and field squad, and we're in the indoor season. Things have gotten underway a second weekend. You guys go to Bloomington, Indiana, and you have good results. You follow that up with a trip to Lexington, and I think you continue that escalating path you guys are looking for.
Absolutely. We're excited right now about the first two meets, the number of conference qualifiers we've gotten out of the way. We've got 5 kids ranked in the top 10 in the country. Another one just outside the top 10 at 11th in the country. So the progression is taking place, and we're excited to see that.
I know that the progression, a lot of people want to compare it to other sports they're familiar with, like basketball in this part of the country, but your escalation tilt has to be a little steeper because it really is a quick season. It
is a quick season. The indoor season, from the time we get started to the Big East Championships, really we're going to have 4 full team meets. This weekend is a real small meet coming up, but really, we've got 4 weekends where we'll be fully invested and fully traveling. So, with just 4 competitions, we've got to hit the mark early and continue to build on it.
We go back to Lexington. I think it was 8 athletes that posted Big East qualifying marks, and I know that was a number you guys were pleased with.
Absolutely. The Big East Conference is a conference that's built around depth indoors. It's very important to have a lot of qualifiers and so forth, and then we are obviously built around front end. So our expectation is to get set up for the Big East and go in and hit with big point scorers up front, and then come back and kind of complement that with depth and a well-rounded program.
It's always great to get those qualifying marks and to post outstanding performances. It's even better when the conference is willing to recognize that. And I know one of the athletes was named Big East Performer of the Week.
Yeah, Michelle Theophile did just a great job there at UK. She cleared 1.79 meters, which is 5'10", on her first attempt. And I think that's a mark that ranks her 9th in the country right now, and ranks her at the top of the Big East. Now that's an event that'll also be hotly contested at the Big East.
Yeah.
Connecticut has a couple outstanding women's high jumpers. Cincinnati has one. Then you put Michelle and Megan in there. So there's feasibly going into the Big East Championships. There's 5 young women that could win that event. And we're just happy to have 2 of them.
It's interesting to me too that you mentioned the first jump of the meet. You could literally in your first jump or first throw of the season put up an NCAA mark. Does that give an athlete confidence to continue to build over the course of the season, or could that put them at a level of complacency, or does it just depend on the athlete, how they treat that big mark if they get it early?
Yeah, I think it's each kid to each their own. Michelle's response at 1.79 meters was outstanding. She came in and got that first attempt, and she was over that easily by 2.5 inches. So
wow.
We know there's more in the tank.
Yeah.
And now it's just getting to the next heights. If she can get over 6 feet, that'll be a mark that definitely gets into the NCAA championship. So that's kind of what we're looking for in the next few weeks.
Sure. It's certainly a benefit to have a strong region, and I know you haven't had to travel too far in the indoor season. You're going to go back to Bloomington. You said it wasn't a big number of athletes, but just looking to get a few more marks to get Big East qualifiers.
Absolutely. Our goal this week is we'll open up Kim Cadario, Gabby Jackson in the pentathlon. Those 2 pentathletes we feel like will be able to supply a good contribution at the Big East level. And then we're going to open up John Lopp in the men's heptathlon. It'll be John's first time in uniform, so we're certainly excited to see him. It's new to him. He's a first-year multi-eventer, so we'll kind of see how this weekend goes. But I think Kim and Gabby are definitely comfortable with that. We'll also open up Sion Powell in the horizontal jumps. He's done a little bit of running for us on the track this year, but he hasn't opened in the jump. So we'll see him in the long jump and the triple jump, and then Wesley Smith as well in the long jump. So.
Sure.
It's a good group, but it'll be a quick meet.
Yeah, some names you're familiar with and maybe some new names that we haven't heard on the show previously, so a lot to look forward to. Safe travel, best of luck to you and the team, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
For Dale Cowper, I'm Sean Moth. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk next week right here on Cards TV.